Good morning, students. In today's lecture is the continuation of our last lecture. That is, in our last lecture, we were studying about the class apes. That is the classification of class apes. We have already completed that or studied that the class apes are classified into two subclasses. That is, Archaeornithus and Neoornithus. Archaeornithus include the extinct orders. Okay, or members of Archaeornithus are extinct, and the subclass Archaeornithus is further divided into or classified into order Archaeopterygiformes. Okay, and whereas the subclass Neoornithus will include the extinct members plus the modern birds too. Okay, so subclass Neoornithus is further divided or classified into superorder Odontognathae, which is extinct. Then second is the superorder Paleognathae, that is the flightless bird, which we have already completed in our last lecture, and superorder Ampinae, which will include only one order that the members of that order will be the flightless bird which is aquatic, that is penguin. Okay, so we have done up to superorder Ampinae. Now we will study about the superorder Neognathae. Okay, and this superorder will include the order which this Neognathae are included will be most of them are there are 21 orders which are classified under superorder Neognathae, and only one order is extinct. Okay, whilst other 20 are living one. Okay, so we'll start with superorder Neognathae. Superorder Neognathae is the word Neognathae is derived from the Greek, that is a neo means a new, and gnathos gnathos means jaw. So they are the new with a new modern and they are also known as a modern birds or the modern living birds, and they will be bearing a jaws. Okay, and this superorder includes all modern living birds with nearly 10,000 species. Okay, and like Neognathae have a well developed wings which are fully adapted for the flight, while there are also aquatic birds were found that will be having both, like adapted for the flight mode of locomotion plus in aquatic mode. Okay, and the beak does not contain any teeth, so no teeth are absent. The four limbs have a fused metacarpals with an elongated third finger. Okay, here phagocyte is absent, and the tail is composed of 5 to 6 vertebrae. Sternum is well developed here, which will forms the platform. Will be having a keel, which forms the platform for the this attachment of the muscle flight. Okay, then they will be having a skull that is neognathous type of skull, where the palatines are protruded posteriorly and comes in contact with the base of the cranium. Okay, so this superorder Neognathae is divided into 21 orders. Okay, the first order is Gaviformes, that is here they are the birds which will be showing a powerful flight, and they are also adapted for the aquatic mode of life. The members of this Gaviformes is refers to as a um, piscivorous, that is Piscivorous sea or the lake birds of the North American, Europe and Arctic, and they are adapted for the diving and swimming. Okay, and they will also show a powerful flight. Okay, the neck is long, legs at the posteriorly, and completely it will be encased or enclosed by the skin. Okay, digits, the four hind limbs, okay, are webbed, and wings are short, that is the forelimbs are will be modified into the wings, and these wings are short. The eggs are laid in the nest which is among which will be the pile among the vegetation. Okay, for example of this order Gaviformes is common loon. Another order which is classified under superorder Neornithes is this Podicipitiformes. PODI. Their typing mistake is the DICIPITIFORMES. Okay. Uh, the member of this order will be found in a fresh water, and they will be having a compact body, and they are cosmopolitan in distribution. Okay, that are found in a diverse and grips. Okay, and cosmopolitan in distribution. Toes are lobate, that is webbed again, because it will be found in a aquatic media, and they will be having the tail is reduced or bears a degenerated tail feathers. Okay, and here lungs are placed far back, and the members which are members of this order are Podiceps. Okay, this is the picture you can see now. It is the picture of the Podiceps. Okay, then next order, that is the order 3, is Procellariiformes. Okay, Formes, and this members will be having, the members of Procellariiformes will be having a tube nosed with the long winged, and they are mostly referred to as the seabirds. Okay, uh, they they will be like the members which are included in this is albatrosses, then fulmars, petrels. Okay, and they are like cosmopolitan in distribution also, and they come to the land only in a breeding season. Okay, and they will be build a nest in a holes. Okay, they will be having a nostril which is in tubular, and the bill is composed of several plates. Okay, that is the bill is made up of arid horny sheet of the hooked bill. Okay, the type of bill is hooked bill, which is composed of several plates. Okay, the hind toes or hind limb is vestigial or none, and and the plumage is compact and oily. Okay, because they need to dive and catch their prey. Okay, they are not totally adapted for the aquatic mode, but they will be showing the plumage will be compact and oily. Okay, in order to waterproof. Okay, the wings are long and narrow, that may be span around 3 meters, and the example which are classified into this order, that is Procellariiformes, is um, this puffiness. Okay, the picture which is seen, this one is puffiness. Okay, the next order is order 4, Pelecaniformes. Okay, as the name suggests, the members of this Pelecaniformes is pelican. Okay, they are voracious fish eaters, and they will diving pelicans. The members of this Pelecaniformes include diving pelicans, then cormorants, then okay, and they will be having a 4 toes, which will be, the toes will be webbed. Okay, the foot will be webbed, and the nostril is vestigial in some, and while some it is absent. Okay, then they will be having a gular pouch or throat, except in a tropical birds. Okay, for example, in cormorant, they doesn't have the gular pouch, or okay, so but in a pelican they will be having a gular pouch or throat, and in pelicans the body is heavy, whereas bill is up to 45 centimeter long, and the pouch is used to scoop fishes from the water. Okay, the most common example includes the pelican. Okay, the image is there. This is white pelican. Okay, the next one is the order 5, that is Ciconiformes, that is actually it is Ciconiformes. Okay, Ciconiformes. They will be having a long neck, long build, and the members which are included in this order are the herons, storks, ibis, flamingos, and they will be feeding principally on marshes and the mud flats. Okay, that is they are found in the tropical and subtropical marshes and the mud flat, and they are either with the decorative plumage. Okay, and some will bear a head stalk, and bill is curved at a middle, for example in flamingos, decurved in the middle, for example in flamingos, and the pattern of beak varies within the order and within the members of this order, and they will be having a sharp cutting edges. The beak will be variation will be there, but all the variation will be having a sharp cutting edges. Okay, except uh, okay, the next point, most of them will be having a web toes, like except in flamingos where the web toes between the toe, web the toes are absent. Okay, except in flamingos. Okay, then they will be like very good flyers. That is the speed of flight is very fast, and the legs are adapted for quick running in the mud flats. Okay, the most common example is this is the blue heron. Okay, purple heron, not blue, purple heron. This is the image, and this the order will include uh, stork, herons, flamingos, and all. Okay, the next one is the order Ericeriformes. Okay, they will be including about 200 species of swans, geese, and duck in this order, and all are efficient flyers, and most of them are cosmopolitan in distribution, that is found throughout the world. And bills are broad in this. The bills are broad, covered with a soft conified epidermis that will contain numerous sense pits. Okay, and it forms a harder cap at the tip. So beak will be conified, covered with the soft conified epidermis, and it will be provided with the sense pits, and at the tip of the beak there is a hard cap will be present. Okay, and the margin of the bill with the many transverse horny lamellae, LAMELLAE, or ridges are present. Okay, then they will be having a tongue which is a fleshy, legs are short, then the feet are webbed. Okay, and the tail is usually short and with the many feathers. Okay, the most common example is the ducks. Okay, this picture is of the Unser domesticus duck. Okay, the next order is Feliconiformes. Feliconiformes include a powerful predaceous bird like vultures, kites, hawks, falcons, eagles, etc., and they are distributed almost everywhere except Antarctica. Okay, this Feliconiformes will be included a powerful predaceous birds like vultures, kite, hawks, then falcons, eagles, etc., and they are distributed almost everywhere except Antarctica. Okay, they are they will be having a sharp claws for catching and holding their prey, and the stout hooked beaks for cutting and tearing, piercing of the this diaphragm. Okay, they will be having a mandible which is with the sharp edge, and the feathers are stiff, which helps in the flight. Okay, they are like powerful flight. Okay, then the eyes laterally placed with the extremely sharp power of vision. Okay, they feed on living vertebrates including fish, and in some cases even they feed on insect. Okay? Female incubate eggs and the males feed the female during incubation time. Okay, that is mostly they are monogamous. And example which I included, like for example, kite. This picture is of kite. Mahamis migrans. Okay, the next order, the order 8 is Galliformes. Galliformes include a member which feeds on gregarious, non-migratory, ground-dwelling, game binds, crows, quails, pigeons, turkeys. These are all the members of the Galliformes. Okay, they are non-migratory, ground-dwelling birds. Okay, and the head is small and body is compact. The legs are massive, clawed, and used for scratching soil for the search of food. Okay, and the three toes are anteriorly directed. Okay, whereas wings in the majority is short and round, and the beak are like strong built, suitable for picking up grains or seeds. Okay, that's why it is gregarious. And males are aggressive for polygamous during. Okay, examples which are included in this is jungle fowl, peacock, and all. Okay, like the like pigeons, quills, turkeys. These all are found in the order Galliformes. Okay, the next order, order 9, is Gruiformes. They will be like this order include polymorphic forms, that is either a large size or the large size and a strong flight that will be inhibited in open marshes or the open marshes area. This for example cranes or cranes, whereas some will be members will be with the medium to small size and they will be having a weak flight, or sometimes it is flightless. Okay, and they will be found in a shy inhabitant of the marshes, which will be found throughout the world, that is cosmopolitan in distribution except in poles, north and south pole, Antarctica and Arctic pole. Okay, they will be toes are without web, being found in the marshy area, but the toes are not webbed, and the nest may be built on the ground. Okay, or sometimes the nest of these birds are found on the floating type of uh, platform nest which is floating. Okay, and the examples which are and the in okay the examples which are found members of the Gruiformes is grus, that is a crane. Okay, the next order is Diatrimiformes. Diatrimiformes. They are the large flightless European and North American terrestrial birds with the massive head, beak, and neck. Okay, they were lived in a Eocene period, that is around 100 million years ago, and they were perhaps allied to the cranes. Okay, and this order, the member of this order, that is Diatrimiformes, are extinct. Okay, an example of this is the Diatrima, the picture. Okay, image it is shown. That's it is just a model. Okay, so so we have completed 10 orders. Okay, for in today's lecture under superorder Neoornithis. Okay, sorry, Neoornithis, no, Neognathae. Okay, under superorder Neognathae we have completed the 10 orders, so remaining are 11 orders which we will study in our next lecture. Okay, thank you. If and one more thing, if you have any question regarding this classification, then please let me know. Okay, thank you students.